This video is to demonstrate the difference between the Apple Pencil tip, which I showed you last week, which was installed on my Apple Pencil, and the one the spare that came with it. So I'm in Procreate, and I've just got it on an open canvas, and I've got what I consider the good, and I'm going to do nothing here other than write on the screen. Now I am going to unscrew this tip, take it off, put on the other tip, which apart from that weird little bend, doesn't look any different. It doesn't have any problems going on or anything like that. Absolutely no response of any kind whatsoever. Nothing. And just for the sake of argument, we'll swap it back with the other one, and so definitely tips can be defective, and that one is defective. I really am going to hate it if I have to make an Apple Bar appointment a week in advance to have them replace that. That would be ridiculous. It's a sad day here at our house because our kettle is dead. I don't know how long we've had this kettle, but significantly longer than we've had the kids.
Hey.
So it's a sad day that we have to go get a new one, which we are going to do when it gets a little cooler, because you can't be without a kettle. Well, we have the new kettle, and that's it right there. And it's got what they call soft blue illumination, which I'm sure makes the water taste better. I have an exercise chosen for today that's probably not the best. Last night I was waiting for some results of a fascinating scientific experiment that we were conducting, and I had gotten ready for bed, and I was sitting in the lounge chair, and the next thing I know, it was like 3 in the morning, and so I sort of crawled off in my clothes to bed and fell asleep, which means my phone didn't get charged and my watch didn't get charged, and I didn't find out the results of the experiment, and yeah, it was anyway, I'm aching today. So sitting here on the floor is not the best thing, but I've had this plan for some time, and it's just got to be done. I believe that the quality of a person can largely be determined by the quality of their pop culture references. A vlogger, doubly so. And my pop culture references are largely in my shirts. Or perhaps it's not even considered pop culture, because pop culture is full of stupid stuff like the Kardashians. So, and that would prove your worth. If that's your pop culture reference, you're a fat ass. Anyway, the problem is that although I would not consider myself to be fat, I do have some extra pounds here, and also I'm a fairly large person, and I'm a tall person. I'm not 7 foot, but I'm 6'4" if I'm stretched out really well. 6'3" if I've been compressed at all, which is pretty much all the time. And getting shirts that fit, that stay long enough, because finding shirts in quote-unquote long sizes is kind of difficult, particularly in cool shirts. So I have to get double extra large shirts now, which means anything here that's not double extra large has to go, and that makes me sad. So I'm going through my shirts today to see what I've got, and I thought, hey, you probably want to see what I've got. They're going in 2 piles. If it goes over there, I can't wear it anymore. But if it goes over here, I can. So let's start from The Martian. Still fits. I know that for a fact. It's double extra large. 1960s Batman. It's the Liberator from Blake 7. Homage to the X-Files? I want to believe. I don't really, it's all a bunch of hooey. And another one. Similar vein. I also don't want to believe that either. I don't believe it. Oh, see, it's already killing me. Oh, this is only XL. Oh, damn it. Camp Quest. Luckily, not even close. Jurassic Park. Ouch. Sarcastic comment loading. Star Trek. Doctor Who. Another Camp Quest. Another Camp Quest. Apple chasing Windows and gonna kill it. Unfortunately. Coexist. No. This one may be good, except it's got holes in it. Mr. Pibb. I'm a pepper. Space Ghost. British at heart. Not after that Brexit shit. Oh, dueling dinosaurs from the Natural History Museum show. Damn it. From Los Angeles. It's not, it's too big. It's too small. This sort of completely plain shirt. Mayan stuff. That one fits. And last but not least, my other NASA shirt, which I know does not. Anybody want any pop culture shirt? Slightly used, but extra large, generally speaking. Not quite big enough for me, but yeah, there you have them. Let me know in the comments below. So since it had to go in the pile of shirts that I was going to get rid of, I decided to wear my more modern Batman logo shirt. I didn't mention what those holes were. The day I got this shirt, the first time I wore it, I made the mistake of going out to the pool and dumping chlorine in the pool. And it splashed back on the shirt, and literally these little white spots that formed on it. I don't have any that you can see right at the... Oh, there's one. I don't know if you can see that or not. Right there. These little white spots are where the chlorine not only immediately took the color out, but ate right through the shirt. So, I'm very disappointed about that, but I suppose I was out doing some stuff with a pool again, so I thought, well, I can just wear this one since it does fit. So I kind of put it in my dumpy shirt pile. I'm still sad about that. So, a couple things to clean up on the weekend before I shut her down. One, I contacted Apple support about the pencil tip, and which still, here's the thing. I love the Genius Bar at Apple. They're great. They'll go the extra mile. They'll help you. They'll get the job done. I've never had a complaint except for one, and that complaint is that the Genius Bar has gotten so popular that you can't get in. I mean, you have to book it quite some time in advance. And in the case of this is a trivial piece of plastic, right? I mean, this is almost not worth bringing it up. And I'm like, I'm not going to make an appointment to go into the Genius Bar and ask them about this, because that would, take a week to get the appointment, then go in at the time and go, oh, plastic tip's broken. And they're like, are you kidding me? Buy a new one. And then they wouldn't say that, but that's how I feel. So I thought, well, I would try chatting with them on the phone and see what they have to say. Maybe it's not even covered. And, yep, no, absolutely, we'll take care of that. You're going to have to go in. So they scheduled me an appointment. It wasn't a week out, but it's Tuesday. So Tuesday afternoon, I get to go to the Apple Genius Bar with my iPad, with the pencil, and with the tips to get them to hopefully replace it. And hopefully it won't be one of these situations where they're going to say, well, we'll call you back in a few weeks, and then you can set up an appointment and we'll get you the reply. That would be nuts. Anyway, that's that situation. I also mentioned the experiment that I was trying to conduct last night before I fell asleep. And what that was with my new kettle, I had measured the length of time that it takes for it to boil water, which is what you're watching right now, a time lapse of that. And what I determined was that this Hamilton Beach water boiler took almost 7 minutes to boil the maximum capacity, which is 1.7 liters. My old one was also 1.7 liters and a Hamilton Beach, and it was 16 years old, and it still also took about 7 minutes to boil water. I know that because I boil enough water like making macaroni and cheese or something where I would pop it on, because that would still be quicker than heating it up on the stove. But I knew it was about 6 minutes, or 6 to 7 minutes. So the technology has not improved one bit. And I have always wondered, because in the United States we use 120 electricity, and if you're going out to the circuits in your house, we have multi-phase electricity in our breaker boxes, but each circuit only has one phase coming out to it, so you get your 120. If you had two phases coming out to it, you'd be having 240 voltage, which is what you're going to get when you hit your dryer or your air conditioner, or possibly even 3 phases to the air conditioner, depending. But countries like Australia and the UK, I believe, use 2 phases, so they have 240 power at the power point, and I think they would be able to boil water faster. And that's what I was hoping to find out. So if you live in one of those countries and would like to conduct an experiment, if you have a 1.7 liter kettle, that'd be great. Just room temperature, boil that much water in. Tell me how long it takes. If you don't, pick the amount that you do have, 1 liter, whatever. Let's pick an amount and measure it, and leave me the information in the comments below, and tell me how fast your kettle boils water. So that was my excitement for the day, which I did not get an answer for, which, I'd like to have an answer one of these days. Otherwise, we did nothing this weekend. We went to Golden Corral for all-you-can-eat dinner. They're having their all-you-can-eat prime rib. I didn't have any. Michelle likes prime rib. She had prime rib. I had all-you-can-eat steak, and then they had other stuff. I had fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, corn, salad, peaches, some other stuff that I can't remember now. Rolls, lots of rolls. Oh, I love hot bread rolls. Anyway, that's what it's going. Chuan is still in Berkeley, and
I guess that's really all there is to it. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe.